win. Wemby, I know we were talking about the San Antonio Spurs a little bit earlier, but his chances to win MVP, it feels like they continue to look stronger and stronger as he's getting more healthy. I know there were some concerns about him hitting that minimum threshold, but right now, the dude's just been on an absolute roll. Jaylen Brown, also in that mix for the MVP award, had this to say about the alien.
That boy Wemby is a problem.
Yeah. Told you this
Big
would come back.
When I say I'm the best two-way player in the league, it's not counting Wemby. Like, Wemby don't count. Wemby don't count. He not even human. I'm the best human
player.
Human player. Two-way. But Nimi, I mean, not Nimi, Wemby is different, bro.
I think we all can agree that he is a little bit different. I feel like that's an appropriate way of describing it, right? Like Jaylen Brown, best two-way human, and then Wemby is an alien.
I wonder how does he feel about being called an alien?
I usually say freakazoid, because that to me is
A freakazoid?
right? Like that seems. I mean, watch that block. I mean, like, just
Freakazoid.
we don't. No one looks like that.
They don't.
I call Giannis the freakazoid.
Oh, that's
Freak.
Yeah.
It's a play on words. You know. I rapped in my past life.
So, how would you describe Wemby then?
Yeah, Freakazoid. A creative player.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like the video game.
Yeah.
It's not. It does. Every night it wows us what he does.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the effort he plays with, like the energy, it's like it's super dope to see him play at that level every night.
Let me just put it in context. Okay, let's say you get him on a switch. Do you attack him or?
You don't know.
I'm asking you.
Me, I probably couldn't see nothing if I got him on the switch. So I don't know what I would do. Like I feel like I'll probably get to my shot, but he's
8 feet tall. Especially with his hands up.
So for me, like, what would you do? Like I might pass that right away. I know what you're doing. You're getting to the right baseline and shooting the fade.
He might block it.
See, that's what everybody's thinking. You don't know what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
Bump fade.
Man.
Okay.
I don't think there's enough separation there.
You know what?
Just to be able to get that shot off.
I guess we'll never know.
I know. Yeah. Well, that's the you can see it there. I mean, Jaylen Brown, Wemby is a problem. He is a big problem. Is there what world do we live in where we start saying that Wemby is the best player on the planet? Because I think there's some people that want to even go that way because of how unique that skill set is. I think there's other people that'll say, hey, there's Joker, there's SGA, who's coming off a Finals MVP and an MVP season as well. I mean, these numbers over the last 16, I say 16 because Spurs 15-1 during the span, that's insane.
Yeah.
I think there's players that perform. Maybe numbers may be better, perform may be better, but I don't think there's a player in the league that you can just sit on the court and change the whole perspective of the game like Wemby. You know what I mean? Without even having, like him just being there and being able to put his hands up. We just talked about it, like on an ISO. Him with his hands up changes your whole offense. So, you know, I don't think there's another player you can just sit out there and change things like Wemby is.
Yeah. He's so dynamic and he impacts winning so much. He reminds me of, like, I mean, obviously they're not comparable, but Joker is another guy, when you're on the opposite team, like preparing to stop those guys, it's way more difficult because they do a little bit of everything at a high level. And then for Wemby, even if he's not blocking your shot, he's changing your shot. Just his presence down there on both sides of the floor makes it so much easier for every single player he plays with. So.
All right, you see the rankings right now on NBA.com. Where's Wemby on your rankings? 4 on .com right now.
That's NBA's rankings.
Yeah.
They're not mine.
Yeah.
So where would he be? I think he'll be 3. Be 3.
Okay. So in front of Cade, is Cade the guy dropping down, I'm assuming?
No, I still love what Cade has done.
Okay.
You can't take away what he's done for most of the season. Like he's having lows and the team isn't playing necessarily like we're used to seeing him this year, but he's still, to me, he's still number 1 because of what he's done.
Okay, so I guess what I'm getting at is if Wemby's 3, who's 1 and 2?
But I don't think we have enough time.
Okay, fair enough. You don't want to go there.
I'm going to go Jaylen Brown's 1 or 2.
Oh, yeah, Jaylen, he wasn't on there.
He's on 5.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be 5.
I'll go JB.
That's okay. You got a ranking for me? Because right now I see
Yeah, I got
games missed, by the way. So Wemby, like, we're getting to crunch time, right? You got to miss up to 17s to qualify. Can't miss, I should say, more than 17 games to qualify for MVP. He's missed 14 right now, but it's home stretch.
I got K1. Like, games available, like you being available matters.
Yeah.
Jalen 2, and then I'll go Wemby 3.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where he played so much that you get to see more of what he can do. Like, teams go through ups and downs, man. He's just going through it right now. I think Cade still is probably still has done enough to be our MVP.
Okay, so this is a different question that I will ask you, because you just gave me your MVP rankings. If I said to you the best player in the NBA, because I think that's different, right? Like, you go, we have a minimum game threshold for MVP. There's statistics that are involved. It's where your team potentially ranks in terms of the seeding. If I said to you, like, all things being equal, if it's one season and you got to pick one player to be on your squad, is it Wemby?
Yeah, you're.
I'm trying to get you to go there, but like,
I answer. I'm gonna go with Joker.
okay.
I'm gonna go with Joker 1A,
1A.
1B. I just feel like, I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with any of these guys, but like, without Joker on the Denver Nuggets in a playoff series, they're getting nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah. To start, like, so the first question you asked, who's the best
Who's
player?
the best player?
The best player, or who would I start a franchise with? Because that's two different things.
All right, well, you want to give me the answer to both then?
I mean, if we have enough time, I think the best player, pure basketball player, would probably be SGA. Like, purely just a really, really good basketball player. Who would I want to start a franchise with? Probably be Wemby. Or Joker.
Gotta be Wemby.
Or Joker. By the way, Joker also had some comments on Wemby in this conversation for MVP. Let's pull up the quote here, and you guys can examine this. He has changed basketball. He's a rim protector. He's shooting threes. He is unique. I'm glad that I'll probably retire before Wemby holds the entire league in a chokehold. That seems appropriate, doesn't it, IT? Like, that's what we're going in that direction.
Yeah, but if you listen to anybody's comments about him, they're in the same space. Like, everybody's giving him his flowers. It's well deserved. Obviously, he's young and he hasn't won anything, but everybody who's seen the game of basketball for however amount of years, we've never seen anything like this.
Yeah.
So whatever his stats are, it doesn't even do it justice because of the impact he's making on the game of basketball around the world. He's going to be the one that changes it because we've never seen nothing like this.
Yeah. It's fun. Mm-hmm. I think the reality is we will find out if he can hold that title by the end of this season. Because I think if depending on how long this run is in the postseason, you imagine if the San Antonio Spurs are NBA champs, like that conversation's next year.
It's a different conversation now.
Yeah. Gotta
for everybody.
Right. Yeah, no, absolutely. By the way, some games going on right now. 5-game slate in the NBA championship. So maybe the question is, like, what keeps them from achieving that goal?
I think their youth.
Yeah.
I think that's a big thing that can stop them from achieving an NBA championship. Because nobody other than Harrison Barnes has been through the fire in terms of knowing how to win playoff games, knowing how to win playoff series. But man, the guys are rolling. They're playing at a high level, but that would be the only downfall is just their youth and their experience, which nobody has on their team other than Harrison Barnes.
I would say the same thing, but a little different. I'd say their experience at the top level. Wemby, not having much experience. Like Harrison Barnes, you could say whatever you got to say to the player, but you have to go through it. And I think Wemby needs time to go through things. He needs to learn when to do what. I think Steph Castle needs it. I think even De'Aaron Fox to an extent. I think all those guys need to learn, how to play through another season, which is the postseason. That is, to go all the way to the finals. That's a lot of games. That's another season that you're playing. So the level of receiving whatever a team gives you and then trying to figure out how to pivot and do things differently is something that a lot of guys, it takes a lot of time to learn.
Yeah. Top 5 right now on the offensive side and the defensive side. You look at the San Antonio Spurs as a franchise. That had happened under Pop 3 times that they were able to sit in the top 5, both offense and defense. 2 of those years, they won NBA titles. It feels like the construction of this specific roster looks really good. I know the easy answer maybe to the question I asked you could have just been the Thunder. Do we pause at all just because of some of those head-to-head matchups? Like where we say, hey, maybe a team like Oklahoma City can be maybe that kryptonite to San Antonio, and that's that piece and that experience piece that you made reference to?
I mean, to play devil's advocate,
Sure.
we thought the same thing about the Thunder, like
Yeah.
last year. And they ended up winning it. This is it's a new day, a new league. I think they're fully capable, but I think San Antonio's barely fully capable. But it does still mean something that just a year ago they did it. So you have to beat the champions to beat the champions.
Yeah, you got to. And I also believe, like, it's all about matchups in the playoffs. Like, you get a bad matchup like that can end your season. Or if somebody gets hurt,
Yeah.
like, you got a lot of luck when it comes to the playoffs of staying healthy, getting the right matchups. So that's all gonna matter. But those guys are playing a high level brand of basketball that is looking scary for everybody in the league, for sure.
It's really scary.
I think that collision course, when you think about the Spurs and the Oklahoma City Thunder, I think there's a lot of us that would love to see that matchup in the postseason. Speaking of OKC, they do have a tough test in the Denver Nuggets squad. This is a team that's 0